was big. BBN, show love. They always travel, so it just felt like we was in Rupp again, and that gave us momentum in the game.
How much patience have you had coming off the bench now and coming in and obviously making an impact on this game?
Yeah, things happen. I didn't get in my head about it. Just, stick to my teammates, didn't be a bad teammate about it, and just playing my role and trying to get as many wins as we can.
It's a fast turnaround for you guys. How do you guys now take that momentum and move it on to Missouri?
Yeah, watch some film over this one, see what we could, the good and bad we did. Good Missouri team that beat us at home, so we going in there hungry, and we're here, to make it to Sunday. So, we go in there, and I got trust in my teammates. So.
People like to say it's BG time. What is BG time?
Yeah, my energy, when I go out there, I just try to change the game with my energy. I feel like I'm an energy player. So whatever that means to them, I'm just getting love. I'm taking it all in.
BG, what did it mean to have Cam out there tonight?
Yeah, that's another huge piece. He was itching to get back out there, Glad that he's able to come back this early, and help us get this win, So it's always good to have Cam.
Did it bring energy? Did you feel like a little bounce out there when you got in?
Yeah, for sure. BBN gave him a standing ovation, when he got in. So, that helped us. We was doing it for Cam, and now he's doing it for us, and just happy that he's back out there.
Last time you played Missouri, it didn't turn out the way you wanted to. What's going to be the key to bouncing back against him this time?
Yeah, just going out there playing our game. I feel like we're playing real good basketball right now. So going out there, trying to limit all the mistakes we can, so we can go out there, and get our get back first down.
How has your game and your mindset advanced as the season's gone on?
Yeah, it advanced good. I was in the SEC last year. I played in the tournament and stuff. So, just trying to, achieve all the things that I already know, and just play good for my teammates. So.
What does a game like this do for your confidence, kind of boosting you going forward in the tournament?
Yeah, it helps the whole team with confidence. They got trust. They can hit me. In the short row, I'm gonna finish plays. I'm gonna, always hit them. So, I feel like we're just in a great rhythm right now, and we just need to keep it up.
You were listed as probable on the injury report today. What's going on? I assume it's something with your right ankle there.
Yeah, just a little sprain, but we go thug it out, and get through it. So it's gonna be all right.
How were you feeling like throughout the game, after the game?
I felt good. Once the adrenaline kick in, all the pain in my body goes away. So, it comes in after. That's why I'm icing. Go stay off it this evening and get ready for tomorrow.
You talked about kind of playing your role. How do you see your role on this team, especially down the stretch in March?
Yeah, like I said, just energy, defensive guy. Trying to give all the freshmen, the knowledge I know. So when they go out there, they just know what's going on, and just energy plays. I feel like that's what I bring to this team. So I'm gonna continue doing that.
Have your teammates, coaches talk to you about that? That they feed off that? That it's kind of contagious when you come out there and play with that kind of stuff?
Yeah, for sure. And when my energy is down, the coaches, they all get on me about it because they know, what I'm capable of and I have good energy. So, just trying to keep the energy up for my teammates because, once I, bring that energy, I feel like we get a lot of wins. So I'm going to keep doing it.
Brandon, there's been ups and downs this season.
What is BG time?
I mean, you saw it today. I guess that's BG time. At first I heard that.
Well, we're talking about injuries. I mean, how's the eye? How you feeling?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just part of the game, part of the league. It's a physical league, so you're always going to get some kind of. I'm sorry, I'm a child, so you're always going to get some kind of boo-boo.
What worked so well today for you guys on both ends before?
We stepped it up defensively, and we were able to feed off the energy from the crowd. And once we got that, it kind of boosted our momentum, boosted our confidence, and guys were making plays for each other. We were making shots, and we're playing really together on defense.
How nice of it was to get a win like this after the last time you were in this arena and you got blown out by Gonzaga?
It's nice, it's things we need, things we want, and the season restarted. We're back to 0-0, and now we're 1-0. But in my mind, we're back to 0-0, like I said.
You also didn't have to the last second shot to win this. Does that kind of show the team's moving forward here right now?
100%. I mean, earlier in the year, we were definitely struggling a little bit, but as time's gone on, as we've played everybody in the SEC, we've shown that when we play together and we play for the full 40, we can be the best team in the conference.
What was Mark Pope's message to the the guys ahead of the start of the tournament today?
Just so you got to enjoy it. You got to enjoy this moment. Not everybody gets to be where we're at, and not everybody gets to wear the jersey that we wear. So you got to be present in the moment. You got to enjoy every last bit of it.
How much does it mean to you to play in the next round of the SEC tournament and to continue playing on?
It means a lot. This is my first time in the SEC tournament, and today wasn't my best performance, but I never dwell on my own performance. Today was a great team performance, and now we're going to come back and do it again tomorrow.
Did it dawn on you when they announced that you were an all-freshman, when you were announced on the starting lineup, like how special that is?
I mean, yeah, it's cool and everything, but I never dwell on individual accolades. All I care about is being here till Monday, holding that SEC trophy.
You didn't have your greatest game, Malachi, but BG stepped in and played big minutes. How big was his performance today?
It was really big. It was definitely something that we needed, and if he doesn't have that performance, we might be telling a different story right now. So.
People like to talk about BG time. What is BG time? Have you ever heard that?
To be honest, I've never heard of it, but I guess we saw it today. It's the first time I've heard of it.
How big was it having Cam back today?
It was really big. It's another body we can throw on the floor. He's a big physical guard, able to switch 1 through 4, and can play the 1 through 4. So it's good having him back, and it's good to kind of have our pieces back together.
Growing up and hearing of the crazy SEC tournament crowds that live up to the hype, being part of it for the first time.
Oh, 100%. It got loud in there real fast, and it's just a lot of fun being here.
What are you expecting from BBN tomorrow as more people get to Nashville?
It's going to be even more fun, probably even more loud, and we're going to feed off that crowd.
Speaking of tomorrow, you guys played Missouri, tough but then lost. What's the key to getting a win tomorrow?
Just to play for a full 40, play together, and be the best versions of ourselves.
Fun experience. There's a lot of guys first time playing in the SEC tournament. This is my third year playing here, so I kind of know what to expect already. LSU, they fought. They gave it their all. It was win or go home for them, so they played their hearts out. It was a few ups and downs this game. The game was close for a majority of the game, but it was a point in the game where we said no. We said no. Like we got to win this game no matter what. And we had a lot of guys step up, especially off the bench. BG, he played really well today. We brought a lot of energy off the bench, and that's what helped us.
Was there anything leading up to this that suggested that BG was ready for a kind of breakout moment like this?
No, honestly, no. Like with our team, like any game could be anyone's game. We have a depth team, so like you never know who game it could be. Today was Brandon's game, so yeah.
How big was it having Cam back today and give you another person on the floor?
It makes our team more deep. We know how much important Cam has been to us all year long, and for us to have him back, it just only makes us stronger.
You guys played Missouri tough, but then lost that game in Rupp Arena. What's it going to take tomorrow to get a win over them?
Being the tougher team, the more physical team, limiting their rebounding, their second chance opportunities, and staying out of foul trouble, playing legal, and just being a more physical team.
What do you remember about just kind of what went wrong in that last segment against Missouri the last time?
I believe it came down to rebounding at the end of the game. They scored a lot of points in the paint, and they had a lot of free throws. So we have to limit that their shot at the rims, make it more difficult for them to score, and being more physical with them. And I think that's what it's going to take tomorrow.
Were you expecting Cam to play as much as he did and hit a shot the way that he did and kind of and impact winning the way that he did today?
Oh, yeah. I expect more from Cam. Like, we know the kind of player he is. That's why when I got the ball, I found him open because I know, he's been waiting to come back. So we should expect more and more from Cam each game. Yeah.
Mo, it's a physical game out there, and of course you're going through Ramadan right now. How are you feeling physically right now?
Right now, I'm thirsty, if I'm being honest. It's never easy to fast and play a game. But my faith is just helping me get through it. and yeah, like I'm just waiting to eat at this point.
Coach Boone said we're going to do 5 games in 5 days. Are you prepared for that while you're on the fast and just to push through?
Yeah, I'm prepared for it. I thought about it. I'm going to try to do it every day. I haven't missed a day yet, so mentally I'm prepared for it.
On the court, your role has changed throughout the year. How are you embracing your new role, coming off the bench, still playing similar minutes, but just the flow of the game and embracing that new role?
I'm just doing the best I can to help my team. I've been off the bench before in my career, so I know what it feels like to come off the bench and bring energy and try to change the dynamic of the game. And I'm just accepting my role and just try to be as good as I can with my role. So.
Well, last time you guys played them.
Last time we talked, I asked if you'd ever been in a lose or go home scenario. You said no. Now you have. How does it feel to get to play another day?
I definitely like it. I like all the lose and go home. It's just the adrenaline is high. You can feel the intensity in the game in the stands, and it feels great. I like those kind of tournaments. I like everything about it, and I feel comfortable about it. And my team feels comfortable also, and we are looking to extend our stay here.
Do you think that adrenaline at the beginning helped you get off to the start you did?
I mean, definitely. You need to control that adrenaline, but I was just really comfortable, really self-confident. I knew it was my biggest chances at the beginning to make some shots to score, and I did that.
You didn't play against Missouri last time this team faced the Tigers. What do you expect tomorrow, and what do you know about them at this point?
I saw the game. I would even say they surprised us back home. It's rough. They played a really good game. Both their front court and back court are really good, and I'm looking forward to playing their power forward. He's a really good player, and I think it will be a good matchup.
What's it like having Cam back out there for you guys?
Definitely good because he came back like a few days ago, practiced really good, but he also gave everything to get back in these 6 weeks. And like I said, even someone would even extend this stay by one other week, but he just really wanted to be out here, and it means a lot to us. And having him on the court, splashing a three, making what he do, I'm glad he's back and he can contribute a lot to this team.
What was your advice and the teammates' advice to him during the process, knowing that he was trying to get back, but knowing, it's not easy to come back from a broken foot in the middle of the season?
Yeah, definitely. I felt like he didn't even need advice. He was just steady in the head. He didn't make a big deal out of it. He was just, he was just quiet for 6 weeks, did everything he could. He was there first, left last, and he just did everything to come back out here. So it was really mature from him. He handled this injury really mature, and I'm proud of him.
Were you feeling yourself at the opening tip?
Yeah, I felt really good. Like I said, I knew that was. I'm always playing 4 or 5 minutes at the beginning, and I knew that's my biggest chance to score. So I wanted to be as aggressive as I can in the beginning, and that's what I did.
Mindset going into a tournament like this, where you've got to win in consecutive days. How do you guys stay fresh enough to really make a run this week?
I actually thought about this before this, and I'm glad we played. We played from Wednesday, just one more game, and I like playing here, and I like playing in these big tournaments, and we're just ready. When in this winner go home situations, when you play against all the teams from your conference, and the prize is as big as this, being tired is not an option.
I knew from the jump I had to step on it, because I took a week and a half, 2 week period off, because I couldn't run, walk, any of that. So great. I want to thank the trainers and the staff for also giving me the perfect plan to get me back as fast as I did. And if I had to do it all over again, hopefully not, but for this program, I'm willing to put anything on the line. So.
How much time did you spend on those stationary bikes?
Probably 2 30-minute sessions a day, one before practice, one after. So there's a lot, especially mixing that with all the stretches that I had to do, pull, band work, on-court stuff. So I definitely was in there multiple hours throughout the day, but I'm glad that it worked out.
Did you ever have doubts that you would make it back?
No, I always knew I was coming back regardless. I always knew, had in my head the whole time I was going to do it anyway. So having that type of mindset, they say, makes it easier. and I was trying to play the last home game against Florida, but it was too sore to practice before. So I just felt like it was safer to wait until this week, and it worked out today. So.
Is it sore right now?
It's good. I still got ice multiple times, probably like 2, maybe 3, depending on what we have for the rest of the day. And hopefully it's ready for tomorrow.
How did you actually hurt? I mean, I know it was in the Texas game, but I wasn't clear.
I just trying not to step on somebody's foot, so I kind of leap over. But the back of mine just kind of ended up on the back of his kind of thing, so it turned kind of inward or outward, whatever. And I just heard it, and I heard it pop or whatever. I thought it was like a rolled ankle at first, but then they showed me the x-ray and they showed how it looked. So right when it happened, that was the first injury, like major injury I've had in my life. That was first bone break, first surgery, all that. So at first it was kind of like, a little surreal moment in a bad way, at least, because that's never happened. But the process has been good, for sure.
So how loud was it today after BG hit those 2 threes?
Very loud, because right when he shot it, everyone was saying no, and then he made it. Everyone was saying yeah. So I definitely turned around and was like kind of hyping everybody up, because like you don't got to doubt us. We work a lot. I mean, everyone works on their game a lot outside of what cameras or media see. So I'm glad that he was able to show everyone what he can do, because, I mean, we all know he could do it. I'm just glad he had the confidence he did to actually do what he works on.
This is your one more. I'll stop. This is your first year with Kentucky. Did they tell you the SEC tournament crowd would be like this? I mean,
they did a little bit, but they also said that that's how it is every game, which it has been like that every game. But especially now, it's going to be even worse, because we're coming up to the end of our season. I know the season wasn't, I guess, what everyone expected at the beginning, but we're still showing that we're here. We're going to keep fighting, and we're going to keep doing what we need to do for us to keep winning.
Those 2 pops, the first when you check in for the very first time, what was that like hearing BBN kind of wrap its arms around you, and then you hitting that first shot?
Yeah, it was good, because come on, bro. All right. Anyway, don't mind this kid, but anyways, like I was saying, the BBN is the best fan base you could ever ask for. Very supportive throughout the process. Whenever it first happened, everyone was reaching out, kind of saying that we miss you, keep working, try to do what's best for you, stuff like that. So having a fan base like that definitely makes it way easier to get through this type of thing. And as for the 3, I passed up the first one to him. I threw it one more, and he got mad. He was telling me shoot it. So right when I shot it, it went in. So I'm just keep doing what I need to do.
Cam, you said there was never a doubt in your mind that you're going to be back this season, but did anyone around you say, like, hey, it's not bad to be optimistic, but they were kind of uncertain whether you'd be able to get back this quickly?
A little bit, because they say this injury is more like a 6 to 8 week thing, but I was knowing so much that I had in my head I was going to come back way earlier than when I did. And I was trying to play the Florida game, like I said, but it was too sore that I couldn't really do what I knew that I can do. So they were just saying I needed to wait and come back the next week, which is this week. And I'm glad I was able to perform to the best I could.
You said you've never had a major injury like this. So who did you lean on during that time? I mean, some guys have had injuries all the time, but if you've never really dealt with that, who did you maybe kind of lean on while you weren't able to play?
Really just like the coaching staff in general, because I was there pretty much all day. I was watching practice, doing a lot of rehab stuff, and we're just asking them how they get through this type of thing. JQ obviously dealing with his own injury, J-Lo dealing with his injury as well. So I kind of talked to them. Me and J-Lo couldn't travel at first, so me and him were kind of, at home talking. We can't wait to get back, stuff like that. Like I said, never had anything like this happen before, so it was definitely a new experience. So, yeah.
You hear so much about guys when they're forced to sit out because of injury. Sometimes they're able to pick up things just watching. Are there things you picked up just sitting there on the sideline, like, wow, I wouldn't have noticed that if I was in the game?
Definitely, like watching the game makes it way easier to pick up on multiple things, like you said, because it really slowed the game down for me. Being out there, you definitely go feel a little rush, you could say. The crowd's into it. The game's kind of fast-paced, but watching it, I realized different loopholes that teams do. So I'm just glad because this injury, obviously it wasn't good, but it helped in the long run with me just understanding the game, and also me to take advantage of the opportunity, because you never know when something's going to happen. So.
How hard was it to balance not rushing the process, but also being, I do have to have some urgency with it to get back in time?
It was very difficult, because I've never been away from basketball ever in my life, because never had an injury or whatever. Never had no rolled ankle, hamstring problems, any of that. So I was always able to play whenever I wanted to. So having this type of handicap moment to where I couldn't do it made everything a little, I'm not going to say like struggle, but it was definitely hard because I needed help, getting upstairs and stuff like that because, obviously I can't put weight on it. But like going home, I like watch a lot of basketball, study a lot of highlights, stuff like that, watch a lot of film about them and stuff, try to help them as much as I could. So definitely grateful for the staff, my teammates, they encouraging me throughout the whole process, and just going to keep it going for as much as I can.
What's the ramp up from here in terms of like, all right, I hit one shot now, tomorrow I want to hit 2 or 3, and like, do you kind of say that I just got to get my training wheels off today?
Yeah, no, today was definitely it was the first game since it happened, so they were saying they were gonna a little mini restriction kind of thing to basically dip my toes in the water first game back. But I'm glad that I was able to help them as much as I could, trying to guard, make a shot, whether it's, rebound, stuff like that. Because when I like winning, I could have left this game with 0 points, but I have 20 rebounds, 20 assists or whatever, and I'll still be happy as if I had 20 points. So, stats don't matter to me. I love winning. Winning solves everything. So having a teammate group like this, because we all want to succeed, no matter if we have to sacrifice points, outside activities for us to win, definitely makes it easier for sure.
From there, so just wondering, what do you think the challenges of going up against them will be?
Yeah, they're a great team, great physical team, led by some great people, great coach. It's going to be a very physical game tomorrow. We know they're a great team, so we know they got us the first time, so we just got to come in and be ready, watch the film, learn what we did well and not well the last time, and be ready for tomorrow.
And in the 2 months since that game, how do you think you guys have changed?
We got more physical. I feel like some games we let it go down, but we picking it back up. So, like I said, just us being physical, us hitting first, and us guarding our own man will come down to it for tomorrow.
And then with T.O. Barrett on Missouri, are you familiar with him? Have you watched much of him?
Yeah, he's a great player.
Just what's the challenge of playing against him?
Oh, yeah, just going at him first. He's a great player, like I said, but if we just be physical with him and we just do what we do on the offensive side, we'll be fine.
Appreciate it.
You just said that game's a couple months ago against Missouri, but obviously the teams have changed since then. But is there anything you think you can take from that game, or anything you remember from that game in particular going into tomorrow?
Yeah, we wasn't physical with them the first time. We let them come in and spank us, especially at home, and so we got to defend that. But they're a great team, like I said, great coach, great team. So we got to come and be ready for tomorrow.
Why does Malachi keep getting hit in the face?
I don't know. I told him he got to block it or something to prevent that from happening. But shout out to him. He's going to go try to block it each and every time. He don't care if he gets dunked on. He just gets back up and keeps playing hard. So shout out to him.
You were in this tournament last year, had some success with it. Just what do you remember from that experience? And are you able to take any of that with this team, or is it just new situation, new environment, new situation?
Yeah, I'm definitely able to take it in. Like I said, it was a great run we had last year with a great team. And me just trying to tell these guys to just have fun, embrace the moment, and play for each other. And every possession matters from here on out. So defensive end, we just got to guard, and offense take care of the ball, and I feel like we're fine and make a run.
What was it like to see BG go out there and kind of do his thing, especially those back-to-back threes?
Yeah, it was amazing. Like I said, he comes in with confidence each and every game. He don't care what's being said about him. And so he's always going to give 110% effort. He's always going to scream in your face. He's always going to foul. He does whatever he got to do to get us going. So I'm proud of him, and just hope he can come back tomorrow and do the same thing.
I had a pretty good view of you sticking your tongue out. That got the technical foul there. Just maybe a weak technical foul, but what was kind of going through your head there in that moment at least?
Yeah, I was just having fun in the moment of the game. Shouldn't have done that. But, the first ref let it go, so I thought the second ref was going to let it go. But I got to do better with my emotions, I guess. I was just having fun out there. But, yeah, just coming in, we got to have less text tomorrow for sure.
Gotcha. And with Cam, he came out and hit a 3, but just how does he help the team from a depth perspective, especially in a tournament like this, and especially on the defensive end as well?
Yeah, he's a great long guard. He was hurt, but I'm proud of him for coming back. He tried each and every day in the training room, just doing stuff with his foot. He's coming back to as fast as he can for us. So I'm proud of him. He came in, hit a big time 3, gave us a little boost, and I'm just glad he's back.
Colin talked about BG's personality a lot, and maybe how the fan base doesn't get to see that side of him.
Yeah.
Can you kind of open up about that? Just how you've seen him translate as he has a big impact.
Yeah, he's probably the goofiest on the team. He's always making us laugh, always energetic. Like you can see in game, he's very physical, always jumping around, always all over the place. So what you see off the court is what you see on the court. So I'm proud of him coming in today, giving 100% energy. battling big guys, hitting first, rebounding, and he hit 2 big-time threes, so I'm very proud of him today.
What kind of, like, when you look into the mental side of the ball, like you have 5 games, 5 days, just how are you feeling with that whole stretch coming up? And just
we feel good. We know we got to do it. We put ourselves in position, so why not go and do it? You got to take it one game at a time. Like I said, go back to the hotel, rest our legs, ice, and just watch film each and every game, each and every day on the team we're about to play. So
I've kind of talked about, forgetting the regular season, like this is a new season. How does that affect kind of your mindset going forward?
You say one more time?
He's talking about like how the regular season, like that's in the past, and just this is the new season. Just talk about that call.
Oh yeah, like I said, anything can happen in March. You've seen a lot of Cinderella stories happen. So like I said, we got to take it one game at a time. Any team can win, so we can't take nobody lightly. We got to come in and be ready and hit first.
DA, how loud was it when Brandon hit those back-to-back tries?
It was very loud. Shout out to BBN for coming out and always showing support. BG had a great lift for us. That kind of sparked our run, and I'm proud of him for coming in today.
What's it like to come to a city in a different state and basically have the home court advantage?
Yeah, that just speaks about the atmosphere of our team, of our school, the state of Kentucky. It's amazing here, and they're going to show out each and every day, no matter where we are. So I'm very proud of them. I'm very happy that they come and support each and every game, and we just got to show love back by just winning games.
Was AAU probably the last time you played 5 games in 5 days?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. But like I said, we got to do it and just be ready.
In AAU, you probably played 5 games in one
day.
game.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely.
Massage would be good as well.
What can you take away from the last SEC tournament for this SEC tournament? You kind of were 1 game and out last year. What are you trying to take away from that so that doesn't happen this season?
Not lose tomorrow. I mean, that's really it. I feel like it's a new group, so the issues we had last year, we don't have this year. So we just gotta focus on not losing.
The regular season, a lot of the seasons for people have been up and down. How do you separate the regular season from the postseason? I know Brandon talked about how Coach Bud had a speech before you guys started the SEC tournament. Talk about this, how it's going to matter.
Yeah, it's a new season. It's really 0-0 now, so it's just we just gotta flip the script. Whatever happened in the regular season, we can't rely on that. Can't look back and focus on that. We just got to move on, and on top of that, it's when to go home. So, every game matters, so you just got to wholeheartedly focus on the game that we're playing.
The staff talked about being ready for the run tonight. Did you expect Brandon to hit 2 back-to-back threes in the middle of the run?
I did it, but when he hit the first one, I was like, I know he's gonna try another one. I didn't know he was gonna be that quick, back to back, but I knew another one was gonna go up for sure.
So talk a little about Noah's about your decision to come back, and obviously how the SEC tournament plays a part into why you want to come back.
Yeah, last year was my first year in the NCAA tournament, and I just feel like that atmosphere is something that you want to do again, and get further each year. Last year we made the Sweet 16, and I remember just how I felt after losing that game. So obviously I just want to get back to that spot and obviously have a different outcome.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot to say about the early season struggles. How do you think the team has grown from that to get to
Yeah, I think we had a full season in terms of like we had ups, downs, a lot of events that happened. So I feel like that's going to prepare us for this run that we about to get on because we've been through it all. We've had some good wins, had some bad losses, so we know how to just continue to fight.
Okay, this time last year you got your lips split open in the game here. Today Malachi gets knocked in the eye. What does that say just about the physicality of this game and you let it somebody else other than you today?
Yeah, I'm glad my face is good. But that shows just how, like you said, the physicality. No one wants to go home, especially when we just got here. Like we got here yesterday, we don't want to go home. So everyone's just gonna play with that. That's urgency to get to the next day.
How do you keep that momentum going into tomorrow?
We just gotta put in the bank and focus on the next game. We can't get too riled up on this one because we play tomorrow and we know who we playing. So we just gotta focus and put our attention on Missouri.
I know you were asking Cam some questions over there earlier, but what was it like having him back on the court with you guys today?
It was great. He brings so much versatility on both ends of the ball.
So whenever he's out there, you know, I'm really confident in what he could do for us. His shots, play defense. You know, it's really needed at this point in the season.
It's about 70 seconds left. You had mid-range jumper, I think you made all of 7 kind of into the game. So what did you see on that play, and how did you get to that spot and knock down the shot there?
I saw we kind of went flat, and it was really just me and number 8. So I like my chances with that one. And obviously they're gonna play the drive a lot, so I just want to get to the mid-range. It was good.
When you're sizing guys up for that mid-range jumper, what are you looking for from what the defender is showing you, and choosing whether to drive or to pull up and take the jumper there?
I'm just looking at, you know, if a lot of times, like I said, they're thinking I'm just gonna go straight to the basket because I'm a driver. So once I see their hips open, like they're trying to recover to get back in front of me, I can just stop and pop. And then on the other side, if they pressed up too much, I mean, I'm gonna just go by you and get pulled up. So it's really just reading and, you know, working on it a lot.
Is it a quick like split-second type decision that you have to make?
Sure, yeah. And I mean, I feel like every as you get older and, you know, the league, you know, gets better, definitely split decision. You got to know what you're going to do.
Cam did.
What was your first SEC tournament experience? What was your thoughts? Any nerves going into it, or how are you feeling?
Not really many nerves. I mean, I know every possession matters. It's do or die, win or go home. So I was really excited coming into the game, and you know the team played really well tonight. We got to win.
You even able to get a shot to fall as well. Just how are you feeling coming out of it? You know, for yourself and your game going forward throughout the rest of this week.
Just got to get ready for the next game. I mean, we played well this game, but you know, got to come with a new mindset. Get ready for Missouri and come out and play with the same intensity.
How nice was it to see Cam get back out there and knock down a shot as well and provide some good minutes for you?
Yeah, it was really good. I know Cam's an elite player, a guy who can help us out big time, you know, on the defensive side of the ball and on the offensive side of the ball. A great two-way player, so I'm really excited to see him get his legs back under him and go out and compete with us again.
Can you tell that was he itching to get back on the floor over the last couple of weeks or so? Or?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Cam spent a lot of time with recovery and lifting and conditioning and doing a lot of extra stuff to get his body right to try to come out here and compete with us again. And now seeing that he got the opportunity to check back in and go up and down with us, it's a great feeling.
How much of this tournament for you is like just being ready at a moment's notice, knowing that you can play kind of flow minutes today, but then tomorrow you can play 20? What is the mental approach for that with you?
Yeah, just staying ready. I mean, I never know like when I'm going to be able to check in the game or how long. Just staying positive and just making sure I protect the ball when I'm in the game. Going in, just trying to have a positive plus minus no matter how long I play. That's really what I'm thinking about.
The Missouri game was a while ago. You all are different teams by then. But what do you remember from that game? Is there anything you can take into tomorrow's rematch?
I remember we had a lead and they came back and beat us late. But I know they're a good team as well in the SEC, so just got to come out and just be high level.
Why does Malachi keep getting hit in the eye?
I'm not sure. I mean, he's a guy who's always contesting shots, who's always in the physical part of the game. So, I mean, sometimes it happens, but he came out with a positive mindset after, helped us get some rebounds and contest some shots, and he's a good player.
From your perspective, how tough is it for him to have to battle all those bigs down there and kind of do a lot of that heavy lifting down low, and especially taking a lot of beating and bruising down there?
Yeah, I mean, I know it's hard. I mean, he's a freshman as well, so you know, playing a lot of older guys who are strong and athletic, and also having that be in great shape to, you know, get up and down and help us run the offense as well. So I mean, he's taking a big load on his body, and we're rocking with him, and he's been playing high level.
And so I think we've grown a lot in that aspect as a team, and it's been fun to experience. Not fun to experience adversity, but fun to experience our team come together through the adversity.
We mentioned like the Gonzaga when you had to do the post-game presser. How was that night for you? Like, what were the emotions like that?
Yeah, not good. Not good. I think it's something that was maybe like, it's just something for our team that we can look back on and I think it helped us progress in a way, but
those are just losses that you're going to remember forever, and you remember it because you never want to feel it again.
Were you guys better than you were a couple months ago?
Say it again?
Were you guys better than you were a couple months ago? Or like, how are you better?
I think we're continuing to get better in a bunch of different aspects. Thought today we were our energy coming out was pretty good. I thought our we progressed in our defensive focus today, and when we just kept saying like just wait for our run, we're gonna make a run, and then when we made it, we were able to keep that run and keep the margin a little bit, and I think that's growth for us.
How much of that run did you guys feed off the crowd energy?
For sure, yeah. It's Nashville feels like home. BBN is big here. BBN's big everywhere, but having them here, and then when you make plays and the crowd erupts, it's hard as the opposing team to come back.
Did you worry at all playing on Wednesday afternoon that you wouldn't have that home court advantage like Kentucky usually does?
I did not. That thought never crossed my mind.
With Missouri, how would you evaluate how you guys did against them in January, and what do you think you'll have to do better tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean we're a different team than we were then. We're down two of the players that started that game, right? So it's probably a different game plan, which I think we're gonna go talk about now. We haven't talked about them at all. Haven't thought about them at all. And so now that we've won, we put our heart and soul into LSU, and now we're moving on. So I'll have more to comment about that later.
You talked about being ready for that run. Did you think a big part of that run was going to be back-to-back threes by BG?
I mean, it was special. We know BG. I mean, if I recall right, he had one or two against Gonzaga here in the same arena. So BG doing BG things. Love it. It's awesome.
What did you think of Cam's performance first game back in a while?
We're just grateful to have him back. I mean, basketball things aside, the joy that he brings. I mean, he's had a rough 6 weeks in watching us play and not being able to play, and so the joy he brings is something that I think we've missed as a team, and we're glad to have back.
How does he help on the defensive end and in terms of the depth and having another bench piece, especially got to win 4 more games in 4 more days, and from that aspect of it?
Yeah, I mean, his length is undeniable. That's one of his great assets as a defender, and so having that length, especially against a team like LSU where their 3 guard is long. He's a big dude, so having him back is great in that aspect.
You didn't get it going from 3 as much as you have in the past. I mean, you almost led the conference in 3-point shooting. What do you have to do on nights when the 3s aren't falling to play your role in making this team make sure this team wins?
Keep shooting it. I think that's my answer. That's what I'm told. Just keep shooting the ball when I get it. And so that's what I'll keep doing.
Especially the Texas A&M before again, did you feel like the defense was making it more of a point to hug on you and stick on you as well?
For sure, and that's basketball. That's scouting. So I have to work around that, and I think this week has been good for me in finding different ways to impact the game, different ways to stay involved.
The last time you guys played, we had down there, you guys got down pretty early, down by like 18 or something like that. What was the difference maker this time?
I think we didn't really let them dictate our offense. I mean, 46 in the first half is big. I think we could have would have been great if we were able to actually plug a few stops together, which didn't come until the second half. But I think we dictated what was going on offensively, which I think helped us.
What were some of the defensive adjustments you all made at halftime?
I mean, their point guard is really good. Reese, I think he's grown a lot since we last played him as well, as every freshman does throughout the season. But he's really good at using the pick and roll, hitting the short roll, and that was a big thing for us. And we ended up going to more of a zone up feel with our bigs backing up so they could catch the big men when they hit the short roll, and I thought our big men did well at contesting legal after that.
How big was it having Cam back in the lineup for you guys today?
Yeah, I mean.